After seeing the news of her boss being lost in a shipwreck, she immediately used her son to pretend to be his wife. She had been the boss's secretary, and that day, she had unexpectedly spent the night with the drunk boss. But when the boss woke up, he fired her and told her never to show up in front of him again. After that night, the woman found out she was pregnant with the boss's child. When her boss went missing, she used the child to move into his house. However, her happy life lasted only 5 years. The maid happily told her that the man had been found. Before the woman could pack up and escape, the man who had been missing for 5 years walked through the front door. The woman stood frozen in place, terrified that the man would expose her fake identity. Just when she thought everything was over, she realized that the man had lost his memory, and she was overjoyed. Because she was afraid of everyone finding out her false identity, she immediately rushed into the man's arms, crying, and told him she was his wife. Fearing that the man wouldn't believe her, she even showed him a fake wedding photo. She then began fabricating a love story between her and the man, even claiming that the man was someone who deeply adored his wife. But the man felt that the woman seemed unfamiliar, so he asked her how they had met. Prepared for this question, the woman quickly said they had met in France, and that the man had fallen for her at first sight, pursuing her for 6 months before they were together. The man asked if she had a house in France, and the woman quickly rattled off an address. She thought that as long as she said it fast enough, the man wouldn't remember. However, that evening, the man accurately told his assistant the address, and instructed him to check whether the woman had ever lived there. Meanwhile, the woman was planning to make the man fall in love with her during his memory loss, so she dressed in a sexy outfit, but the man immediately kicked her out. Thinking that he didn't like that style, she changed into another outfit. But no matter how many times she changed, the man continued to kick her out. While the woman was sulking, her son suddenly appeared, mocking her for using such an old trick. He then decided to help her win the man's heart. He took the woman and lay down on the man's bed. When the man tried to kick them out, the boy intentionally said that he hadn't slept with his parents for a long time. The woman immediately added that the man used to love hearing her tell bedtime stories. So, the man had no choice but to let them stay. Before long, the woman fell asleep holding her son. The man suddenly felt that this kind of life wasn't so bad. But he soon received a message from his assistant. The house the woman had mentioned had been abandoned long ago. The man immediately realized that the woman had been lying.